Welcome to another edition of Selling Life and Annuities. I'm Tim Luby. I'm the Director and National Sales Manager for Annuities here at Gordon Marketing. And with me today is Steve Allison. Steve is relatively new on the team, but quite accomplished in the short time that he's been here. He's our internal wholesaler, specializes in annuities, does a lot of illustrations, a lot of case design, and a lot of fulfillment for our agents. So today's topic is to talk about what makes the Gordon Marketing Annuity Team so valuable to our producers. A little self-serving, but I think it's worth the commercial to talk about the things that we do that can serve you so well in growing your annuity business and increasing your income. So with that, let's get into the topic a little bit. Stephen, you've been doing this for a little while now. What do you think one of the key things that makes the Gordon Marketing Annuity Team so valuable to producers is? What do you think we bring?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. I think between you and me, we have a lot of experience. I've been doing this for over a decade. I have over 10 years of selling annuity experience, a lot of, case design building, financial planning on annuity side of things.
Yeah, we do have a lot of experience. I'd hate to mention how much I am, but we have more than 50 years combined just between the two of us. Yeah. With Gordon Marketing and the Annuity Team, I know we've got at least another 100 years of experience and people that can help support us. So a tremendous amount of experience that we bring to the table to help advisors, when they're looking for help.
Sure. I think another thing is our tools that we have. Well, we're able to view all of our top MIGA rates, be able to see what their liquidity is available to them. We have another tool that we like to use that really compares income riders on all the different type of annuities that are available. So when we have agents that come to us with clients that are wanting income, we can definitely take a look and see how much income we can draw off a certain amount of money and immediately, or even if they want to wait 5 years or something like that.
Yeah, and you really nailed it. With tools. Tools is one of the keys, and I've been in this business a very long time, and the tools we have today are phenomenal. The work we had to do to keep track of just some of the things that we have at our fingertips today back then was unbelievable. Mm-hmm. So the tools really are outstanding. Now, the greatest tools in the world aren't any good if they're not in the hands of the right craftsmen. And I'd like to think that our experience, coupled with the tools that we have, help us arrive at the solutions. Because you could have access to the tools, but if you really don't know what you're looking for in the annuity market, you can really get tripped up pretty quickly. Yeah. So it really is a combination, but the tools are invaluable. Mm-hmm. So what do you think next would be sort of a key thing that makes us so valuable, if you will?
Well, working with our advisors, working with case designs, making sure we know what the objectives are for the agent's clients, and making sure that the advisors are already asking the right questions, making sure if we know what the qualified or non-qualified money, what their goals are, if it comes to be accumulation goals or if they want to have income at some point.
And you're sort of landing on that there's a process that we go through, when we get that request and somebody says, I've got a guy or I've got a client, that we're not just shooting from the hip. We sort of do have a process that we go through that, really kind of works the same and produces a fantastic result.
Definitely does. And, and through that, though, we're able to do some of the heavy lifting for the advisors when it comes to building out the case design, coming up with the best solutions for them, helping out with giving them apps, brochures, anything like that at all to help with their sale when it comes to meeting with their clients.
Yeah, and that's interesting because it reminds me that whether someone's a very highly experienced annuity agent and sells them all the time, whether they rarely ever sell them, you mentioned the heavy lifting, we can help them and serve both of them really well. The very experienced person still needs what we can provide. And of course, the neophyte certainly would be able to use our help. And it's not uncommon for us to help them with the design, help them understand the product, help them get ready to present it to the client, and help them sell it. Yep. So, so keeping them, on the right path, if you will.
Sure. That's something we do all the time. Other things we do along that is just kind of what we kind of call guardrails. We make sure that the advisors are already licensed with them if they aren't already, making sure they're contracted with the right companies, making sure they got the product training done. That has to be done before they even sell the product. Going through
guardrails is a great way to put it. Yeah. Because there are so many things that can trip people up in this.
Sure.
And, it's as simple as, you have to have your training done before you take the app. Not everybody knows that. But if they're working with us, we're going to tell them that like 10 times and try to make sure that they don't get into a situation where they take an application before they've done the product training.
Yep. Even another thing that we make sure we go over with them is just the suitability, making sure that the product is right for the client, that the client's not putting themselves in a bad situation by not knowing that they have maybe too high of surrender charges with where the money's at currently, or it just doesn't meet the needs that they're looking for.
Right. Yeah, excellent point. And suitability is still a relatively new concept for annuities. 15 years ago, even 12 years ago, nobody really had to mess with suitability so much. You could sell anything to anybody. But now you do have this obligation to sort of prove, if you will, to the carrier that this sale is suitable for that client. It's not like you would think they would want all the money they can get, and maybe in some ways they do. But they can't do that anymore. The regulations now prevent them from doing that without doing their homework to make sure that it absolutely is a suitable solution for that client.
Yep.
So it's a great point.
Yep. I think one of the last things about our team is our new business team. They're really good at making sure that everything it looks good before submitting, making sure they follow up with the advisor through the whole process after submission. They keep in touch with the advisor to keep them on top of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a great job. Yeah, for the benefit of those watching this video, if you have not tried out the annuity team at Gordon, you should. There's a tremendous opportunity to increase your income, and we've got a team, Steve and I, on the front end of the marketing all the way from A to Z. The people in licensing and contracting, and even the people in new business, are some of the best people out there. So we really encourage you to give us a try. So we're kind of running out of time a little bit here, kind of winding things down. One last thing I guess would be, please reach out to us at the Annuity Team. You can reach me at 330-283-6140. That's my direct number. Or my email address is timl@gordonmarketing.com. And Steve, why don't you give them your contact information?
Yeah, the number I can be reached at is 317-776-6770. My extension is 140. My email address is sallison, that's SALLISON, @gordonmarketing.com.
That's great. Good. So one last thing that I'm thinking about is if you would please subscribe to the channel down below and click the notification bell. That'll make sure that you get notified whenever we come out with our next video. If you can, like, comment, and share our content. And as always, thank you for your attention and happy selling.